अस्सलाम
एक बार
वालेकुम
फिर
मिस्टर।
आप सबके साथ एंड वी हैव आवर गेस्ट अस्सलाम वालेकुम सना।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। अस्सलाम वालेकुम मिस फराह। हाउ आर यू?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक सना। एंड यस वी हैव अनदर गेस्ट विद वेरी impressive topic and she has lot to say about it. So ज़्यादा टाइम ज़ाया नहीं करते एंड सना के बारे में जानते हैं कि सना कौन है। तो सना इज़ Sana Khatib. Sana Khatib is Masters in Education. She has done ML and B.Ed from University of Karachi, and she is committed and dedicated person. Uh, Currently, she is working as a home teacher in Happy Home School, and she has 5 years of experience. And what else? Let's ask Sana about it. Yes, Sana, अपना introduction
Yes,
थोड़ा और मज़ीद करा
yes,
दीजिए.
Farah. You have already disclosed everything regarding to my profession. Yes, basically, it's been 5 years that I'm, working as a home teacher. It's been 5 years that I'm working with one of the reputed organization, Happy Home Secondary High School. And then after it, I've done my MS Masters in Education and B.Ed from Karachi University. And on the other side, I have done different workshops regarding to 4CS skills of different learning activities and developing query-based learning, art of solving students' word problems, and how to develop reading and writing skills through different activities in students. And secondly, I believe that learning never stops. So that is the part that I'm still, connected myself in different learning and teaching activities. And definitely, I'm looking forward for a best platform that actually provide me some opportunities so that I'll grow more professionally as that suits to my professional qualified degree base. So that is all about me.
Right. Welcome to the show. And thank you so much for coming. Sana, your topic, let's come to your topic.
Yes, Miss
Leadership
Farah.
style. Yay,
The
leadership styles. Why leadership style and what you have to say about leadership style?
I have chosen this topic because this topic is basically the topic which every person needs to know about it. Because, every organization and even every business, even the students, the group of students, schools and colleges, they need someone in a form of a leader. And that form of a leader who basically guide them to achieve their goal, who give their, who shares, because no one can do things alone which I normally, prefer कि कोई अकेला काम नहीं कर सकता. He needs someone in a form of a guider, in a form of a leader, so that things can go smoothly. So this is because it's a leader character behavior who provides guidance, motivate, and managing the group of people. So basically, this is the topic which I have chosen today. Leadership is basically, the ability, the trait, the skill, and the behavior that a person possesses. As you already can see from my given slide, that alone we can do nothing. But yes, if we will do it together, the things will go in a smooth way. So this is all about leadership. It plays a vital role in the success of any organization. And if I'm saying leader, so leader is not only a famous person. Leader can be a school a principal, can be the head, can be the employee subordinates who are working under one of the organization. It can be the officer, the government sector employees, businessman, and anyone. So the person who has different qualities within skills, they can become a great leader in life. So please, can you do next? If I'm saying leader, so there is no correct form of definition of leadership. It is basically arbitrary. It is based on random choice of the people. Leadership is not a person, not a position. It's a moral relationship between people based on trust, based on commitments, emotions, beliefs, trust and honesty. अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोगों के जहनों में आएगा दैट हाउ कैन वी प्रैक्टिस अ गुड लीडरशिप स्किल्स. कैसे पता चलेगा कि दिस पर्सन हैज अ हिडन लीडरशिप क्वालिटी and this person can lead, this person can guide us towards correct path. So You can practice good leadership skills and in any role at any level. For example, showing up yourself on time to schedule any meeting, show dependability. Okay, I am here, I'm available, and offering support, guidance, coaching less experienced colleagues. So these are all the example of a leadership skill. So leadership people possess different qualities. अब वो qualities क्या हैं? You can also see from my given slide. This should be a self-honest person, wisdom. They have a good knowledge, a good experience, and they must possess a good judgment. They must, they should have a courage that they always take risk without assurance of their success. They must possess confidence, passion, sincerity, success. These are all the things. So एक कहा जाता है जो बहुत the important quote that I wanted to mention, that it is actually correctly and rightly said that managers are people who do things. Managers are people who do things right, but actually leader are the people who do right things.
Right
So this is
things.
all about a great leader.
Well put. Who make the decisions right.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
that's
Yes. Effective
so.
leader.
There are different qualities an effective leader has possessed. If I'm saying these are the different qualities that I have already mentioned, but these are not enough. There are so many. There are so many. इससे जरूरी नहीं है कि leader can, the effective leader can share the vision, they communicate effectively, they lead by example. Yes, but the effective leader is a leader who has this, a concept that it is a can-do personality. It is a can-do personality who motivate and guides. They show right paths, they show directions, they actually take hard decisions and motivate. True leader, has confidence to stand alone. अकेले खड़े होने का उनमें जज्बा होता है. They always face, challenges, but they do right things and they have compassion to listen to others. Leader do what they mean and they mean what they say. Great leader, help people to reach their goals and never afraid to hire people to whom they might be, better than them. हो सकता है कि अगर जिसको वो हायर कर रहे हैं वो उनसे ज्यादा अच्छा हो, but they never afraid of hiring those such people. They can communicate effectively, enthusiastically, and they always lead by example, build, shape confidence in their followers. It is basically the, skill of art getting things done by other. And they have a capacity to translate vision into reality. So this is all about an effective leader. These qualities are inherited in, the effective leader. Next.
So yeah.
Yes, these are some of the basic points that actually gives the importance of a leader. That actually what are the qualities, what is the importance of a leadership. अगर मैं आपसे कहूँ कि there is a great importance of leadership, अगर मैं leadership trait और quality की बात करती हूँ, तो if I'm taking a trait, so trait is basically a quality of a leader. There are so many qualities. Like if I'm talking about trait, there are physical traits. There are people who inspired by the height of a leader. There are people who get inspired by the intelligence, the intelligent difference of development of a leader, जिसमें आ जाती है cognitive ability, decision making styles, creativity, innovation. These are all the intelligence traits of a leader. The fluency, the way he speak, the way he admired their subordinates. So some leaders, some basically there are so many leaders who are not true to their core. बहुत से लीडर्स ऐसे होते हैं जो नहीं नजर आते. दे आर नॉट ट्रू टू देयर कोर. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे नेवर केयर बिकॉज दे नेवर लर्न अबाउट रिलेशनशिप. they never learned about moral development. They never learn about leadership style. And true leader, if I'm saying true leader, so basically true leaders are born, they are not made. So a great leader for me is one who do things day to day, month to month, year to year, in order to overcome difficult circumstances. He may not be display the power of his leadership. He may not be as colorful person as the people think about him. He may not be as popular, but for an important matter of setting goal, he actually be a man of little influence, a little skill that he actually has. The you know the achievement is the his achievement is the human stamp. Understand his team fellows, and obviously how to attain a goal, how to achieve the goal is the main part of it. What actually leaders do, they first design objectives. When they design objectives, they work according to the objective to fulfill their aim and achieve the goal of what they have planned. And if I'm saying outstanding leaders, they have a perfect vision. They have a perfect vision. Successful leaders develop their visions for their schools based on professional values, ethics, morals, aims. जैसे हमारे बहुत सारे schools होते हैं, they have different vision ना. It depends on their goal, the objective which they have set, the goals which provide relevant, high quality of education, prepare students for the future citizenship, etc., etc. So these are basically the true leaders. They never rest on their success. They never rest.
Right. So basically, my question here is, can we learn the skill of leadership, or it's just we, like जैसे आपने कहा कि हम इसको छोड़ दें, leaders are born leaders.
Hmm.
So
They
can
are
we?
born.
Uh,
You can
so
possess also. You can develop those qualities in you. Na? Why? For example, before getting my studies completed, if I was only a bachelor's and I did not receive my complete studies like MA and BA, it teach me a lot. So I have, the era in which I'm standing right now, because of the qualification, because of the degrees which I'm holding right now. I also did not. मैंने कहा ना, leaders are born. मैं born नहीं हुई थी as a leader. I'm not born as a leader. मैं शायद leader भी नहीं हूँ. मैं नहीं कहूँगी अपने आप को leader. Sorry, but yes, I'm actually trying myself to possess those qualities, to in myself, to develop these type of qualities in myself after getting my education completed. So
right.
this
So
is what.
basically, that's a journey of transformation.
Yes, it's basically the journey of transformation. और हम leadership style भी पढ़ेंगे कि transformational leaders होते क्या है. So this
Good.
is actually the complete. I already completed myself. The person which I whom before completing my studies, I was totally different, and right now I am totally different.
Great.
Because of my studies, because the degrees which I am holding, my MA and BEd, it actually teach me a lot.
And
The
the experience
professional
as well,
skills.
Sana.
See,
The experience you are getting throughout.
experiences, the professional development, my head. Thanks a lot for all of those people who are the part of my life, who help me to grow professionally. मेरी हेड हमेशा कहती थी, सना प्लीज गो टेक वर्कशॉप, टेक दिस वर्कशॉप, and I never denied. I actually went and I learned a lot.
Right.
So, you know, learning, there is no age of learning. You can learn anytime, at any of the age level. You can, get benefit of it. आपकी knowledge में इजाफा होगा.
So
The
that's
things which
again
you
the,
don't know, you will get aware of it.
uh, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि that's basically the confidence, self-respect, and responsibility.
जी, the
And
confidence
yes,
level, हमारे जो एमएड के सर थे, खड़ा करा करा के सामने presentations, conduct different lessons, and motivate us. This is how we are, confident enough to sit in front of camera and say whatever comes in our mind. So these are all the great people. They are the leaders of my, they have great importance in my life. My teachers, they are my leaders. They're my colleague also. They are my leaders. They always guide me. Sana, do this, select this. It will help you out. So these are the hidden qualities which we found. Yes, he or she is a true leader.
right. Okay. So shall I move?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, history of a leader. Basically, people think, "Hey, what is a leader? ये क्या है? What is a history beside this? The word leader." So there is one famous quote of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is already mentioned over here. Okay, the best among you is the one who doesn't harm others with his tongue and hands. So I would like to add here that Islam is a complete code of life. When Allah created heavens, earth, He also created khalifas. And when he created khalifas, khalifas basically is actual word for a leader. जिसको आजकल के ज़माने में लोग खलीफा के नाम से नहीं याद करते, दे सेट लीडर्स, उन्हें लीडर्स कहते हैं। पर्सन हु मोटिवेट, हु इंस्पायर थ्रू द वर्क। Similarly, our first leader, that is our first Khalifa, is Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who lead us towards the right path. You know, he gave us the beauty of humbleness, tolerance, teach us honesty, respect, justice, equality, and kind-heartedness. So when I say, the history of leadership, that means it is basically our first Khalifa, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the first leader, and after that, people also possesses the same kinds of qualities. We are trying ourselves. We are trying our best. कि लोग hurt ना हो, never. So these are all. And how do anyone come to know that this person is a true leader? अब लोग ये भी सोच रहे होंगे कि yes, leadership correct, ये qualities होती हैं, but how do we know? How do we come to know that this person is a true leader? So always remember, a true leader judged by his work, initiate actions, ethics. We always consider what right is right. Morals, belief, norms, values, they never rest at their success, which I already concluded. And if you want to be a great leader, you should remember to treat people with respect, honesty, dignity, and sincerity. Because you never knows when you will be needing their help. Next, please.
Yeah.
Okay. The concept of leadership style. Yes, the leader is basically the characteristics, behavior when you are directing, motivating, guiding, and managing group of people. There are different leadership styles, as you can see in the given slide. There are different leadership styles. Autocratic. I have already just down here in my given slide. There are different leadership styles that people can came through. They can come across with different people having these skills. अब होता है लोग एक दूसरे से मिलते हैं. There are so many people who recognize, and there are so many people who don't know, who don't aware कि ये किस तरह का person है. So you can find out through these types of characteristics, which I am going to, conclude in my statement, that these are different leadership styles. There are people you can, come across, and they have these qualities in them. One of the qualities, one of the leadership style is basically autocratic,
Autocratic.
democratic, laissez-faire, bureaucratic, transformational, transactional, and situational leadership style. These are different leadership styles that many people possess in them. They don't know about it, but they have that type of trait in, in himself, in herself. So when I'm saying autocratic, so there I would like to differentiate between two of the leadership styles together, so that people can, easily understand. Yes, as you can see, one picture shows autocratarian and one of the picture shows democratic personality. अगर आप पहले पिक्चर को देखें, so the leader is standing, behind, and this leader is actually known as autocratic. It means, self centralized. They have a bossy type of style. They always say अपने subordinate को कहते go and do it, go and do it, without giving any modification. So this is one of the type of autocratic जहाँ लोग आपको guide नहीं करेंगे. They only give you the policies. They only conclude you different rules and regulations. They give you tasks without, giving you the directions, without sharing his or her opinion, and without taking responses of their fellow members. What you say, is it right or wrong? Can we do it? Then can we do the changes? No, they are the bossy people. They are the bossy style people. They always say just go and do it. It is basically a style where the leader control all the decisions, dictate policies to be implemented, and directed activities without any participation and opinions of their employees. So this is one of the quality of autocratic leadership. अगर मैं स्कूल की बात करूँ, तो definitely there are autocratarian, the people who possess this type of quality. If I'm talking about principal, so if the principal within a school make a decision for the school without taking responses from the teacher, or getting teachers input, the decision is basically autocratic. There are many principals, there are management who just impose their rules and regulations to the head, and head will directly transfer it to the teacher that this has to be done, that has to be done, without giving much time, without taking the opinions of teacher that it can be easy for us to go with it. No, but you have to give it the task and you have to do it. Autocratic, and if I'm talking about teachers, there are many teachers who also possess autocratic development styles in them. Agar मैं teacher की बात करूँ, as being a teacher of myself also, I have seen so many teachers who are the teachers who basically consider to follow a classical approach. अगर मैं classical approach की बात करती हूँ, तो यहाँ पे basically self-centered centralized authority आ जाती है. The teacher does
बिल्कुल.
not take any input from the students. कभी भी वो इतने स्टूडेंट से इनपुट नहीं लेगी, एंड ही और शी टीचेस them in a manner which she believes will work the best. An autocratic teacher keep as much power and decision making authority as possible. So there are teachers, there are principals who always possess these type of qualities. They have no interest that what teachers, what the staff is thinking about, whether it will be suitable or not, whether we have to ask, whether we have to take opinion. No. And on the other hand, if you can see democratic personality, as you can see from the picture also, it is clearly mentioned with the help of the picture. Demo means a participative style, a quality of a true leader, we can say, who always says, let's go, do it together. So basically, this is a team guided by a leader where all individuals are, involved in decision-making process to determine what needs to be done, how it is to be done, who should to be done. He always, a group leader has authority, but here, obviously, the group leader has the authority to take the final decision. हमारी हेड हमसे कुछ कहती हैं, yes, she is the one who always take responses, who always take opinions of different teachers. हमें बिठाया जाता है whether it is fine or do we need any changes, yes or no. There are different teachers opinions. Based on those opinions, then our head, which is who is a true leader, she has the authority to take the final decision. But after taking teachers' responses, their opinions, that what they think, whether it is suitable or not. And if I'm saying, for example, if I'm saying the responsibility of a teacher in democratic classroom, so basically this is the responsibility of a teacher. The teacher share the responsibility in decision making, provide equality, student-centered education, create environment for effective communication, give importance to all the students, and basically the one thing which is has a great major importance in front of me, to treat them equally and provide fair chance to all the students to express their feelings, to express their emotions and what they are thinking at that time. Teachers should, it actually reduce a communication gap also between the teacher and the students. Students will get their teachers know very well, and teacher will also come to know the best of the students. So this is one of the major difference between autocratic personality and democratic personality. They will not showing yourself that we are autocratic, we are democratic, but their skills, their talents,
That is that.
their way of working expresses their qualities in front of other people.
Right. Okay.
If I'm
So
talking, yes, there are advantages and there are disadvantages. अगर हम कहते हैं कि एक चीज का फायदा है तो दूसरी तरफ उसके नुकसानात भी होते हैं. So, if I'm talking about autocratic, obviously authorized centered personality. अगर इसके हम एडवांटेज को बात करें, जरूरी नहीं है कि ऑटोक्रेटिक में सिर्फ नेगेटिविटी है. नो, इफ यू कैन सी ऑन द एडवांटेजेस, यस, दे हैव अ स्ट्रांग मोटिवेशन. उनके अंदर एक मोटिवेशन होता है, दो दे आर नॉट प्रोवाइडिंग बट दे हैव इन themselves a strong motivation skills. The power is centralized. कोई नहीं कह सकता कि we don't want to do. You have to do. You have to follow the order because you have given the authority. You have given the power from a great autocratic leader. And they are the autocratic leaders. They are the quick decision makers. Because why they are the quick decision makers? Because here the single person is taking decision. They are
they
less.
are solely responsible.
Yes, they are only the responsible person to whom they have to give answer to the management and the other managerial staff, so that they have to they want the work to be done from their staff members. So this is what they are less competent. Means subordinates have to follow their order. They have a close eyesight. What is going on? How much the people are doing it? जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि like military and forces, they only what they do. They issue clear directions, mission statements, and goals to to their subordinates. And it is basically a time saving. आपको किसी ने कह दिया कि you have to do it on time. The deadline will be provided to you, and it provides opportunities also for the freshener or unprofessional to learn from their heads if they are autocratic personality. And इधर का जो flow of information होता है, it always starts from top to bottom. Means principal have to the managerial department ordered principal, principal order head, head order the staff, and the flowing. There is no flow of communication between the principal and the staff members directly. Top executive managers have the authority to give directions without any modification.
So
And if I'm
basically,
talking
बेसिकली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वेरी कर रहा होता है डिफरेंट जो लीडरशिप स्टाइल्स हैं बेस्ड ऑन देयर जॉब्स.
based on their job, based on obviously based on their job, say we are working in the organization where we have to. There is no boundary. There is no space. If you're selecting this type of job, then you have to sacrifice. And if I'm talking about the disadvantages of autocratic personality, तो यहाँ में एक फेमस फिलोसोफर हैं. जब मैंने अपनी ड्यूरिंग माय एमएट स्टडीज आई हैव learned a lot about that philosopher. His name was Max Traeger. He said that this autocratic personality conceived from X theories. He proposed two theories: X theory and Y theory. In X theory, he said that it is a theory where people dislike work. They become lazy. They don't want to do any task, and they don't want to take any responsibility, and have only desire for the money and must be forced to complete the desired goal. Why people dislike? People dislike because there is no motivation. They aren't get any motivation from their head or from their principal or any of the managerial department. They hardly show motivation. They can only provide you a little space of your own opinion, but they never accept. They only want you to do what they want. They also actually create a fear environment, a sort of fear environment. As a result, क्या होता है इसके result में? Many people resign and they leave their organization, which actually impact a lot on the organizational environment, which impact a lot in any of the organization development. Why? Because employees are the only pillars on which organization success depends on. And if the person you are facing is autocratic, you can't adjust yourself in that environment. And the result came. The result is you have taken a decision that you have to leave. So this is what. So the next is the advantages of democratic personality. This personality I have already discussed you that it is the personality who share, who care, who takes opinions, who lead as a team leader. So they are the people who build sense of commitment. They appreciate opinions and ideas. They build teamwork and participation style. They reduce communication gap. They create vision, mission and goal, and they are fearless. कभी डरते नहीं हैं. Fear is a powerful weapon. It's a powerful motivator. So they are willing to take risk. There is no such, and if I'm talking about disadvantage, yes, there is no such disadvantage of democratic style, but yes, they are the people who depend upon the knowledge of their followers. और एक टाइम आता है कि यहाँ पे ज़रूरत हो जाती है कि it can cause difficulty also when they need a quick decision on the crisis. Why? Because there are so many group members, there are so many subordinates जिनके जाहिर सी बात है एक साथ के opinions नहीं ले सकते. They have to select the final opinion. So sometimes it also creates confusion if the communication is not clear. So in this type of leadership style, their followers, the expertise, or they require professional that whom can make a good decision. अभी तो यहाँ ऐसा हो जाता है डेमोक्रेटिक में, आई फेस माई सेल्फ मैनी अ टाइम, because I am, being involved in, it's been 9 to 8 year of teaching experience. यहाँ मैंने ये भी देखा है कि कभी तो लोग ये भी कहते हैं कि this type of democratic leader, they are not fulfilling their responsibility, they are not leading his or her own role, and we are not paid to do this. He or she is, you are paid to do this, so why you are giving us a responsibility to do your work? कभी कभार तो ऐसे भी लोग कहते हैं, तो democratic leader, that this type of leader, he is not leading his or her own role, we are not paid. तो कभी कभार इस तरह की इशू फेस करना होता है बेचारे डेमोक्रेटिक पीपल को. The next is laissez-faire.
Let's explain.
जी, this is one type of leadership style. They are basically, अगर आप picture देखें, the picture which clearly defines you, they are the people who are free-handed, who take off their hand, बिल्कुल हटा लेते हैं, and provide freedom, आज़ादी दे देते हैं, and back off. They provide, resources without giving any direction, and get free from their work, depend upon the, their employees' decision. They are the people who give you authority, who gives us authority. And it is found that this type of style is the least famous and least management style. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. Because if the person becomes free hand, then how would it be possible for employees to handle his or her task? बहुत सारे ऐसे obviously points होते हैं that the subordinates are not allowed to, they are not given that type of space to share. So they give authority to employee, and it requires highly trained followers, highly trained experts, such as, staff जो है वो specialist होना चाहिए. और इनका अगर कुछ काम गलत हो जाए, for example, if they become a free, obviously they are free-handed personalities. It is also known as, trial by fire. एक ट्रायल बाय फायर एक तरह का मेथड है. एक दिस इज अ वन टाइप ऑफ अप्रोच when subordinate don't give their best. If they don't give their best, they will immediately fired, and the whole blame, that manager or that person putting onto their shoulder. ये तुमने ही गलत किया, you don't know how to do it, and you are not a type of, that the person that we need for our organization, they are immediately fired without any
Basically,
reason.
okay, so basically they are not accepting their responsibility and they are
Yes, they are not
on the
yes.
others' shoulders.
They never accept their blame, their own blame. They never accept their own mistake. क्योंकि जब आप guidance ही provide नहीं करेंगे, how you are expecting your staff to do your work. So it is not beneficial leadership style. If a team is not experienced, or if the team is not knowledgeable, if they don't have a knowledge of anything, it won't give you any result. So
Right.
leaders do nothing. They do not motivate their followers. They basically do not recognize the efforts of their team members. So these are all the qualities of these three leadership styles.
Right.
The autocratic, the person now I'm sure the people who are listening, they can easily now recognize through, when they got to know that this type of person has this type of qualities. They will
Yes.
definitely get to know that this person has autocratic, style. This person is really sweet, like democratic personality. Unless if they don't care. And the next picture shows you, yes, it gives you a clear difference between three of the leadership style. As you can see, autocratic, हमेशा ये कहते हैं do, बस do it. What order has been passed, you have to do it. You have to fit into it. No changes, nothing. And when we are talking about laissez-faire, they they said do X or Y. X or Y is, taking an example like any of the tasks which has been handed over to you. But ये कहते हैं do X or Y as you see it is fit or not. And democratic, if we see, they always say do X or Y, which is best, X or Y. So whatever we are going to select, they always take the responses of their subordinates. There are also different leadership styles that I have mentioned in a slide. Here I'm going to only give a little introduction about themselves. अगर मैं कहती हूँ एक transformational leaders, ये भी एक तरह के leaders होते हैं. They are the leaders who, the subordinate, the fellow, the team, they get inspired by the personality of this leader. It is also known as charismatic leadership style. एक करिश्मा होता है. For example, he does not set out to be a leader. अगर हम इमरान खान की बात करें, आजकल तो इमरान खान बहुत फेमस पर्सनालिटी है पीटीआई के. Why? Why he is so famous? He has a transformational style in it. The way he sets out goal, it sets out in a best leader way. That becomes only by equality of his actions and integrity of his intent. People used to just inspired by his personality, and whatever he says, people believe. So this is one of the quality in Imran Khan, that he get this type of style that is called transformation style. They are the people who actually motivate their staff members. ज़रूरी नहीं है इमरान खान, अगर हम different organizations, whether it is business or any of the government sectors या लोगों की भी बात करें, तो they motivate their staff member, they initiate action inspire करते हैं their staff को through their effective communication skills. हमेशा इनकी जो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स होती है बहुत इफेक्टिव होती है, पॉइंट टू पॉइंट होती है, एंड बेसिकली क्रिएट अ कंड्यूसिव एनवायरनमेंट. So this type of leader inspire people to क्या कह सकते हैं, to increase their abilities and capabilities, build self confidence basically. The second one is situational leadership style. It varies from situation to situation. The person who has this type of quality is multi-talented. Sometimes it become autocratic, sometimes it become democratic, sometimes it depends upon the situation. And the next is transactional leadership style. This type of leadership style, it is based upon the reward and punishment. जैसे for example हमारे organization में होता है that this is the workshop you have to attend. Yes, there are so many teachers which are attending, so they got certified,
Right.
or any sort of appraisal through different gifts, or a sort of short gift. So this is, and if the teachers who are not doing it, they are not certified. उनसे कहा जाता है नहीं, you have to do it in order to get your certified stamp. So this is
Right.
transitional quality of a people.
Right. So basically, Sana, what I understood through your talk, that we vary situation to situation, and we
Hmm.
transform our leadership
Definitely,
according to situations
according to
we are
situation.
facing, or
Hmm.
according to our job requirement. Because
Hmm.
sometimes, like in military, there need to be the autocratic one, as well as sometimes they also have, because this is the democratic style as well.
But it
But
varies in situational leadership style. But the
exactly.
person who possesses autocratic style it always shows that type of personality in it.
हाँ,
The
जैसे
thing
कि वो
you
टीचर भी जो है वो वैरी करी होती हैं अपनी क्लासरूम में, समटाइम्स उनको टीचर इज
there
टीचर
are there are so many children who complain आज टीचर ने ऐसा किया, तो the parent मिलने से पहले ही parents will judge about that class teacher. Yes, this is a sort of a teacher who never listened to my child, so this quality inherent in him. So this is not the type of a teacher who communicate, who actually पूछे तो what is the problem going on. So this is what actually there are different people. They have they are not equal. So they have different capabilities and they have different actions. They have different styles to be followed. But for me, I always just wanted to let everyone know that the boss is the one who always create fear, but the leader is the one who always build confidence. A boss can give blame, but leader correct mistakes.
ट्रू, ही इज एक्चुअली
अगर
मोटिवेटिंग यू.
बॉस हमेशा जो एक लीडर होता है जिसमें ऑटोक्रेटिक पर्सनालिटी होती है ना, ही ऑलवेज इंटरेस्टेड इन हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ, बट अ ट्रू लीडर इज ऑलवेज इंटरेस्टेड टू पर्सन्स ग्रोथ.
इन द बेनिफिट ऑफ पीपल एक्चुअली.
यस.
जो भी उसके साथ होंगे, अपने साथ की टीम को लेकर चलना जानता हूँ.
Team will clearly come to know that this type of a person has this quality. We can't deny. We have to do the task. This is what we have to do. If the task has been provided to us, we have to do, no matter क्या हो रहा है किसकी जिंदगी में, what stress they are facing, how what depression they are facing, to know. If our leader said this, we have to do. But democratic personalities, they always care. They always come to the solution that this, if the problem might happen with you, okay, take rest, you can do the work next time. The quality, of time has given to you. So to मैं ये समझती हूँ कि टू हैंडल योर सेल्फ वी ऑलवेज यूज आवर हेड. हमें अपने आप को अगर हैंडल करना है, यूज आवर हेड, बट इन ऑर्डर टू हैंडल अदर्स, ऑलवेज यूज योर हार्ट. ऑलवेज यूज योर हार्ट. जो सोच रहे हैं वो दूसरों पे भी रख के सोचें. But people, they are not doing such things. Now they are not caring.
सो
So
एक
if you're truly,
बिल्कुल एक एम्पैथी का एलिमेंट ज़रूर होना चाहिए,
definitely yes.
चाहे वो ऑटोक्रेटिक हो, चाहे वो डेमोक्रेटिक लीडरशिप स्टाइल हो या लेस फेयर हो। सो इट्स इक्वली
Always,
इम्पोर्टेंट।
always plan, always communicate, always organize in a proper way, then direct towards your staff member and take the opinion. Democratic हमेशा इनका flow नहीं होता top to down. They always share and they take teachers' opinions or others' opinions, and then they again follow flow of information going up to the managerial or the principal side. Then they come to know, yes, these are the changes that we might have done, so it will give the better result. So this is what now. So if you are a true leader, हम में से अगर कोई है, if you are a true leader, if I am a true leader, if a person is a true leader, do everything you can do to grow yourself, and create right environment for others also to grow. This is all about leadership.
राइट। Thank, thank you so much, Sana, for this information talk. But I want to have some one tip that how इस स्किल को कैसे डेवलप करें अपने अंदर लीडरशिप की। अगर मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं एक अच्छी आउटस्टैंडिंग लीडर बन सकूँ,
Hmm.
या मैं मतलब किसी कोई सा भी स्टाइल फॉलो कर रही हूँ, लेकिन मैं एक अपने अंदर ये क्वालिटी पैदा कर लूँ, तो दैट यू वुड सजेस्ट के
Miss,
बेहतर।
for me, I'm thinking that the leader should be, the situation type of leader. अगर आप देख रहे हैं कि it depends on the situation. अगर आप type of environment देख रहे हैं कि my this follower has internally motivated. इसके अंदर talent है करने का. So never use that autocratic leadership style. लेकिन अगर आप समझ रहे हैं कि दिस टाइप ऑफ पर्सनालिटी अगर हमारा स्टाफ में से कोई मेंबर नहीं कर रहा एंड ही डोंट वांट टू डू, ही इज टेकिंग वेरी इजीली एंड ही डोंट हैव दैट internally, he is not internally motivated. So that time you can develop yourself some sort of autocratic personality, become some sort of strict towards that person so that your task should have done on time. तो इट इज बेस्ड अपॉन सिचुएशन. मुझे नहीं पता अगर किसी को कुछ बनना चाहते हैं और तो अगर आप डेमोक्रेटिक बनेंगे, यस ऑब्वियसली आपको हर काम टाइम पे मिलेगा. देयर आर पेरेंट्स, देयर आर फुटबॉलर कोचेस आल्सो, दे आर ऑटोक्रेटिक इन स्टाइल एंड दे आर डेमोक्रेटिक आल्सो. वी आर द पेरेंट्स. हम we always हम क्या नहीं करते बच्चों के साथ. We become harsh sometimes, and obviously हम प्यार भी करते हैं. So it depends on situation now. Every time we are not be the same person. We cannot cope up with the same leadership style. So it depends upon situation. अगर आपको लग रहा है you have to be a little bit strict because the things are going in a wrong way, then you have to become sort of you have to provide some sort of strict environment so that your work should have done on time. Otherwise, if you are seeing that your subordinates are doing well and no need to give any direction or motivation, then stick to that style which you are having right now. अब जैसे मैं आप ही की बात करूं, आई हैव टू मच आई वाज टेकिंग टू मच स्ट्रेस एज दिस द सेशन will be on, I think 2 days before, but I was not able because my mother is not feeling well. You have given me the space, na Sana, doesn't matter, you can do it. So आप में तो already है leadership style.
सो
So
बेसिकली आपको अपने जो टीम मेंबर्स हैं या आपके साथ जो भी लोग हैं उनकी बेहतरी देखनी है। वट एवर स्टाइल यू चूज़, बट यू चूज़ द राइट डिसीजन फॉर दैम कि उनके लिए क्या बेहतर है और ये किस तरह से ज़्यादा अच्छे तरीके से अपनी सलाहियतों को यूज़ कर सकते हैं, आगे लेकर बढ़ सकते हैं। सो यू गिव दैम दैट पुश एक्चुअली।
yes, definitely, only that push, don't do extra. जी,
एग्जैक्टली।
because if you're true leader ना, आप कुछ भी कर सक आप कुछ भी कर जाएंगे in order to grow yourself and in order to make your staff grow with you. क्योंकि आपको ऐसा environment भी तो create करना होगा ना. The environment should be conducive where everyone can sit together if they have any worry, if they are facing any stress, if they have any opinion to share, they can. You have to
Right.
give free environment to them ना, तो ताकि grow, इसीलिए तो grow होंगे ना, otherwise how they can grow अगर आप
Right.
उनको कोई space ही provide नहीं करेंगे.
Right. And with this message, we just sign off. Uh, Thank you to the audience, and thank you so much, Sana, for this
Thank you so
wonderful talk
much.
and
The
wonderful
credit
discussion.
goes to you
So,
for being
uh,
selecting me as a part of this presentation, and thanks a lot. And I hope
welcome.
that people who don't, I hope that there are so many people who did not aware about these type of leadership styles, and I hope that inshallah ta'ala they will now get aware of it. Okay, what are these skills that the people might be, they are facing? There are dual personalities also. The people who are looking in that way, they are not the same personality. They show their different perspectives also. So I hope that parents and those listeners who are listening to my, presentation, explanation, they will definitely, get aware of it. That this person has this type of trait in it. So we have to be very careful.
Right. Until next time, Allah Hafiz, and thank you so
Thank
much
you so much.
again to all of you and Sana as well.
Thank you
Allah
so much.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.